the conflicts within the feminist movement today, I think at first for me, I didn't fully understand where those tensions came from between, sort of white feminists and black feminists. And it wasn't until I learned more of the history that I was really able to understand how that continues to affect us today. So I think we all need to do more to learn the history so that we don't repeat it.
The traditional sort of model in domestic violence policy has been that incarceration is the answer, right? That that someone who commits violence should be arrested. But what that means for Black women is that when the police show up to our house, it's not even just our partners that are being arrested, it's us too, right? So it's that sort of blind spot that white feminists can sometimes have, where they don't see the way in which using systems also serves to criminalize us as victims.
I like women of color allies. I like them. But I feel like to some degree they need to allow us a space. They need to allow us a space and a voice. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there ends up kind of being this weird sort of parental guidance that they offer us to some degree.
I think that white women need to center Black women's voices in discussions of feminism and in discussions of women's empowerment in order to stop harming Black women through the feminist movement.
The white allies have to step up, the women have to step up, the allies have to step up and say that we don't agree with how you treat women of color when they're raped. They have to be also in front of those, not leading them, but standing next to us side by side and saying we can't allow this to continue. They can't continue to be complicit when we're being raped.
When I think about white women, we have to think about Black women's lives and their well-being as interconnected with our own.
If you really are an ally, you'll look for what you can do, and you won't put the onus on Black women to tell you what your place is or what your lane is. Like, you'll find it.
I think the first thing they need to do is recognize that they hold a position of privilege, and that they assume it without any effort, and that they consider giving it up.